Hello, Beth Tefillah. I hope you're all doing well. This is Chaim Wecker reporting to you again from the same place that I reported to you last week. You might remember last week's highly disturbing video where my house and I got into a little bit of a disagreement and it turned violent. And as you can see, this is all that's left of my house. It's really nothing. So to any of my viewers, if you are able to host a wonderful man, his wife, 5 kids, and a guinea pig, please contact me. I'm just kidding. We're doing well. My house is doing well, and I am not such a wonderful person. But you know who's not doing well? The Jewish people and humanity as a whole. Of course, there's a lot of sickness and deaths, unfortunately, and people losing their jobs. But of course, we're also not allowed into God's house. We have the famous words emblazoned in the front of our beautiful sanctuary, Ki Beisi Beis Tefillah. It's literally God's house that we've been exiled from. I'm sure many of you have heard that different rabbis have tried to offer different explanations, and of course, who truly knows, because we aren't God. But I heard a very likely explanation, and that is that perhaps we don't deserve to be in Shul. Perhaps we didn't appreciate Shul enough. Maybe some of us have come late, or left early, or talked in the hallways, or just not taken the whole experience seriously. We may have criticized the rabbi's sermon, maybe it was too long, or maybe we didn't agree with his point, maybe he had no point, maybe the chazan used tunes that nobody ever liked, maybe the Torah reading, well, the Torah reading is always excellent. I heard a rabbi say that it used to be that when somebody asked us after Shul how was davening, we would respond by commenting on the rabbi or the chazan or the kiddush, or maybe the Torah reading. But now when we're asked that question, we're forced to answer that our personal davening was either beautiful or was weak. We can't comment on anything else. So perhaps Hashem is showing us that what's really important about Shul is davening, and we need to learn that lesson by being at home. So let's show Hashem that we really yearn to be in His house. Let's try to daven more intensely. Let's try not to focus on who's dressed nicely and who isn't. Let's not try to focus on whether the rabbi's sermon was good, because it's always good, and the chazan's always good, and the Torah reading is sometimes good, and the kiddush is always great. Let's praise everything, and when we go into the kiddush, let's thank the maintenance staff, let's thank the caterer, let's remember to thank the bar and bat mitzvah family that graciously sponsored the kiddush. And I want to conclude with a story. As a kid, my father's once describing to me the great yeshivas in Europe. And there's a particular yeshiva where it was known that the first person who came to the kiddush took the smallest piece of cake, and the second person took the next smallest piece, and so on, because they cared more about other people than about themselves. And I remember as a kid asking my father, well, why didn't people just come last to the kiddush and get the biggest piece? And when I got older, I realized that I still had the same question. And permit me to let you in on a little secret. I've tried this at Beth Tefillah. I've been the last one to the kiddush. And let me tell you an important lesson. If you don't remember anything else from this video, just remember this. If you are the last one at the kiddush, you will not get any meat in the cholent. There won't be any left. And this is not just a problem at Beth Tefillah. This is a problem at any shul. And if you're Rebbe Yogev, that's great. If you're a carnivore like me and Louis Schwartz, then you are going to be disappointed. There's plenty of beans and plenty of soupy water from the cholent, but you will not get any meat. So let's remember as we go to the kiddush to try to take smaller portions, and again, just be happier people in Shul, and let's really remember what the point of Shul is, and through the merit of us really yearning to be back in Shul and that strong desire to just focus on davening to Hashem and being uplifted in Shul, may Hashem end this plague soon and bring us all back to Shul. Take care.